Do you remember when it was a Friday back in the day? You were young, primary school. You'd get back from the last school day of the week, Friday. My primary school on Fridays would come out at 1 o'clock. So you'd come out at 1, you'd be home. If you lived close, say 1:30. If you lived far, 2. Normally the time to get out was, I think 2 or 2:30, if I'm not mistaken. But nah, not on a Friday. Friday you'd come out at 1. If you wanted, you'd stay. You'd have fun with your mates. You go home 2. But this isn't the point of the podcast. The point is you'd get home. Maybe you'd play outside. Or you'd stay till the next day. The next day is a Saturday. Saturdays used to be the best day of the week, at least for me. Back then, you'd wake up in the morning, say 8, go outside, and your friends would be outside. At 8 a.m., you'd think, why are these guys outside? I'm lying. You would never think that, because you'd be playing with them. Or, well, at least you'd go play with them. You do that now, or because of the audience, let me change that. You do that as a teenager and it feels wrong. You shouldn't be outside at 8 a.m. But why? Time will eventually catch up with all of us and we will be a shell of what we used to be. And that's what I realized a few days ago. And on which day better than a Saturday? You see, normally on a Saturday I'd wake up, or I will wake up, let's say 12, right? 12 p.m. You wake up, life continues. If you don't have plans, life continues as usual. You clean, you do your chores, you play PlayStation, watch TV, you browse the internet. That's the basic stuff. But on this particular Saturday, I didn't wake up at 12. Maybe I would have, but no, I was awoken at 8 a.m. and something felt different, because this isn't the first time I've woken up at 8 or I've been awoken at 8, but this time it was something else. I've woken up before 8 on a Saturday, I've woken up after 8. Why is something weird going on today? I don't know if you guys are aware, but I think it's called deja vu, right? Where you're doing something, and let's say, for example, you've just done a backflip, and you've done it, you're on top of a dustbin, and you've just landed a backflip. And for a few seconds, you stop, and you look around the area, and you look at the people, you look at the objects, you realize that, no, despite that being your first dustbin backflip, you've done this before, you've seen it before. And you're like, what? This is familiar. And that, my friends, is deja vu. Apparently, according to people I know. That is what happened to me. Not the dustbin thing, but I woke up and for a moment I was transported back in time. I woke up and I was back in Cape Town. It was sunny. As I'm trying to remember, it was sunny. I don't believe my mother was home. I think she went to work as she would on weekends. I got up and, mind you, I was on the floor, sleeping on the floor so OP. You know, I don't know if people like talk bad about it. I'd still do it if I could. Actually, I can. Maybe I will today. But point is, I woke up, I got out of the room, and there were my sisters watching TV, eating, I believe, cereal. But that's still not the reason I'm there. The reason I'm there was because when I went outside, I saw something. And it was something that happened back in the day. But this isn't deja vu, this is, I guess, reverse deja vu. Because it happened and now you're dreaming about it again. And so I saw my friends. They were playing outside. I believe it was Open Gates. And Open Gate is such an OP game, by the way. Side note, if you didn't go outside early in the mornings and play with your friends, go knocking on people's doors to get them up and get them outside, then what were you doing your entire childhood? Back to the video. Yeah, so I saw my friends and I for a moment was relaxed, chilled, and it was like nothing was wrong. Everything was the way it was supposed to be. And so as I go down the staircase in the complex and approach them, slowly I faded out and back into reality, back into the room. I'd soon be cleaning again as I did every single Saturday. Now, not that there's anything wrong with cleaning, you have to absolutely clean. Hygiene is basically everything. This was a punch to my gut. I'd normally wake up, back in Cape Town early, playing outside, and it felt like that was what wanted to happen, what my body thought was going to my conscious thought was going to happen. Even though I've woken up so many times at this time, it was different. And as I slowly faded back into the real world, it was like, damn, life used to be so much simpler. And I don't know if it was a tear. I don't think it was. But I felt some liquid on my face. Probably the rain coming through the roof, because that is something normal. But then that got me even thinking. Saturdays have changed as you grow. Saturday won't be the best day ever. I mean, in terms of planning and events and stuff like that, Saturday will always be the better day to do something like that, you know. But as a normal day, Saturday isn't the best anymore. If I had to choose a better day for me, it would depend on the timetable at school. And that is currently a Tuesday. And we're opening on a Tuesday. You gotta allow that. But it made me think that I actually would do stuff like that again. I would wake up and I would go outside, but people won't do that. And maybe, and that's a huge maybe, if I was still in Cape Town, who knows, maybe if I woke up at 8, got some friends who are my age and not minors, and we just went outside, we played some old school games, hide and seek, maybe some football, open gate, tag, zombies. We just have fun and enjoy our last days as, I can't say kids, but teenagers. Playing kids games, because I'd still do it. I don't see anything wrong with that. Oh, forgive my flu. But yeah, I am currently in Joburg, and for the better, because honestly, I think if I stayed in Cape Town, I wouldn't have been this person that I am today, who's so fierce and feared by. I'm joking, I'm not feared, but I wouldn't be the person I am, so confident, and the history of things that I've done so far. I don't think I would have done them had I stayed in Cape Town, and I'm honestly I'm grateful, glad. I didn't know what I was trying to say first, but yeah, I'm grateful, I'm glad, and I think I'm gonna continue here. But yeah, I just miss those days, man. Saturdays are not the same, you know. I'm still gonna continue to clean. I mean, there's nothing wrong with cleaning PlayStation all day, you know. These are essentials of a teenager. Studying as well. I'm sorry, mom. But back to the main thing. Saturdays are to be treasured as a kid, and if you are a kid and you are listening to this, dude, stop listening to this. Get outside. This is for people like me who miss those days, you know. I cannot go out in Joburg. I don't really have friends. Don't be sad for me. I don't have friends this side. Actually, I do have friends at school, but I mean around the area. And I prefer it that way. It's peaceful. Although I do miss the friends coming to knock at your door thing and get you outside. Quite memorable when your mom would say, "No, he's busy." But yeah, if you're a kid, just go have fun, man. Life is too short. And for me, I'm realizing that life is too short. Soon, I'm gonna be having to do this family thing, you know. I haven't gotten anyone pregnant or done anything wrong. So if you're a parent, I'm a good person, please. But yeah, I saw that reverse deja vu and I was like, sure, life was peak, man. It was peak things. I just thought, you know, maybe I had to record about this. I had to tell people that life was lit. And hey, it still is. There are some pros to being a teenager, cons as well. But I'd say the kids' pros and cons are way better than the teenagers' pros and cons. Of course, you didn't get as much money when you were younger. Well, let me not say that. Just enjoy life. You know what I'm saying? It's too short. And stay off the devices. I mean, you should be on the devices, listening to me, of course. But don't be on them that don't be on them so much that they take all your time and you stop talking to family, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's all from me for today. I just wanted to share that because it was quite out of the ordinary for me to have something like that. But yeah, thank you guys for listening. I'm back. Try to put out some diverse content, maybe a vlog. I've been saying that forever. I'm sorry.